Welcome to World News. This is Jyoti. Let's get into the details. Despite the apparent withdrawal of Israeli troops, uncertainty lingers over the long-term status of the corridor and whether movement will remain unrestricted. Humanitarian organizations operating in Gaza have called for safe and consistent access for displaced Palestinians seeking to return to their homes in the north. Many fear that the current opening may be temporary, subject to shifting political and military decisions. Reports suggest that some families are hesitant to cross, unsure if restrictions will be reinstated. The international community continues to monitor the situation, urging sustained humanitarian access and long-term stability. Vehicles queue at a checkpoint leading into central Gaza's Netzarim corridor as residents wait for the Israeli army to complete its withdrawal under the terms of the ongoing ceasefire agreement. The corridor, a long-standing buffer zone dividing northern and southern Gaza, has become a focal point of movement for displaced Palestinians eager to return to their homes. Many families carrying their belongings stand anxiously by the roadside, hoping for safe passage once restrictions are lifted. While the withdrawal signals a potential easing of restrictions, uncertainty remains over whether access will be sustained or if military forces will reassert control. Humanitarian groups continue to call for unimpeded movement, emphasizing the urgent need for stability and security in the region. 5 Thai farm workers held hostage in Gaza for over a year arrived in Bangkok following their release late last month. Vachras Riyarim Pongsa Tanna Satyan were freed on January 30 along with the 3 Israeli as part of a ceasefire deal aimed at ending the Gaza war.
Article absent. Several relatives of people who have died or disappeared while attempting to emigrate from a single attend a prayer session to remember their loved ones on a beach near the capital Dhaka. The ceremony was part of a Commemorate Action, an international drive to support the families of those who have died or disappeared while trying to emigrate.
Hezbollah supporters burned twice on a road leading to Beirut's international airport after visiting U.S. Deputy Special Envoy for the Middle East Morgan Ortagus warned against any presence of the Iran-backed group in Lebanon's new government, saying it was defeated in its war with Israel. In a major demonstration in Munich, more than 200,000 people gathered to protest against the far right just 2 weeks ahead of Germany's parliamentary elections. According to police, the number of participants was nearly double the initial estimate. The rally highlights growing concerns over the rising influence of far-right groups in the country. With the elections fast approaching, this show of solidarity reflects the urgency many citizens feel in defending democratic values. The large turnout underscores the increasing political tension as the nation prepares for a critical vote.
Und nein, wir leben nicht in einer Meinungsdiktatur. Warum behaupten, dürfen wir dann demonstrieren und dürften wir dann offen die Regierung kritisieren? Ich entfreunde mich.
Ich stehe heute hier laut und wütend.
Es gibt die Polizei, die Hände reichen. Unsere Schwestern nicht kennt, besser als die Welt. Genauso Bildung sagt bestimmt. Und nein, wir leben nicht in einer Meinungsdiktatur. Warum behaupten, dürfen wir dann demonstrieren und dürften wir dann offen die Regierung kritisieren?
It was reported that a group of freed Palestinian prisoners who had been forced into exile in Egypt had arrived at the Rafah border crossing. Their arrival came after the fifth Israel-Hamas hostage exchange. Sources indicated that the release of these prisoners was part of ongoing efforts aimed at securing the release of detainees from both sides. These individuals, now reportedly reunited with their families, were said to have been directly impacted by the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and their journey to freedom was seen as a significant development in the ongoing negotiations. A murder investigation is underway after the body of an 11-year-old schoolgirl was discovered in a wooded area in Longmenyo near Paris late at night. Police officers were seen at the scene where a bouquet of flowers had been placed in tribute to the young victim. The public prosecutor's office in Avery has confirmed that 2 suspects have been taken into custody. Authorities are working to piece together the circumstances surrounding the girl's death, and further details on the investigation are expected to be released as the case develops. The community is left in shock over the tragedy. Several dozen people gathered today at the Basilica of Saint Mary Magdalene in Saint Maximin La Saint Boma for the public funeral of a 2.5-year-old Emile Soleil Emily, who vanished in July 2023 while staying with his grandparents in a remote hamlet in the French Alps, had been missing for several months. The ceremony marked a heartbreaking moment for family, friends and the local community who had hoped for his safe return. Despite an extensive search by authorities and volunteers, Emily's disappearance remains shrouded in mystery. The funeral brought together those who came to offer their final respects and mourn the tragic loss. The community is left reeling, still searching for answers as they try to make sense of the inexplicable disappearance of a young life.
C'est un peu galère, c'est un moment. On va mettre en live. Et lancer un rec. C'est un peu galère, c'est un...
A military helicopter carrying German-Israeli hostage Ohad Ben Ami, 56-year-old, one of the 3 Israeli hostages released by Hamas, lands at the Ichilov Hospital, Israel. Israel and Hamas completed the 5th hostage prisoner swap under a fragile Gaza ceasefire deal, with the frail, disoriented appearance of the 3 freed Israelis sparking dismay among their relatives. A bus carrying a group of Palestinians prisoners freed by Israel in exchange for Gaza hostages arrives in the occupied West Bank city of Ramallah as part of the 5th hostage prisoner swap under a fragile Gaza truce. That's the wrap of the world news. Keep watching CVR.